Triumph guy here again in my 1990 G-Wagon 460 or 300 GD with a 3 litre turbo diesel engine. Obviously the turbo's aftermarket, has been in the car since the early 2000s, seems to work a treat. Now one of my comments on one of my previous videos was a gentleman in the States who wants to buy one of these, thinking about getting it shipped in from, I believe, Germany. And I think this happens quite a lot in the States, which is fair enough, because obviously that's where the military have the States. Asked quite a lot of questions about it, and I just thought this may help anyone planning to ship a G-Wagon in. Obviously you're not going to be able to test drive it unless you know someone with one. One of his main questions was highway, or like in the UK, motorway driving or dual carriageway. So if you just look ahead now, you can see that we're on the dual carriageway, and I'll just go through a couple of bits and bobs about the vehicle. So 5-speed manual gearbox. The 5th gear is quite good. Apparently I'm going about, just coming up to 17 now, so 110 kilometers an hour for you states. And in 5th gear I'm running exactly 3,000 RPM. So in comparison to fuel consumption, it's all right. Now I don't really notice the fuel consumption too bad, because my commute to work is quite short. So in previous cars, by the time the vehicle had warmed up, I was only doing 35 to the gallon on a vehicle which was designed to do about 55, 60 to the gallon. This does about 20, 25 to the gallon. Now, there's always these people, I like to call them car connoisseurs, where they will talk about certain things about cabin, you know, the sound of the air outside and other sort of comforts. But I'll just turn off the air filters now, and you can hear like some slight rattling. I think that's just because Dorset County Council needs to sort out these roads. However, the actual ride comfort is quite confined. Another thing I found with people saying a lot of things about, I'll turn these vents off as well, is saying about that they can hear a lot of the air like hitting the wing mirrors in its boxy shape. Now in this car, it's 30 years old, and I think actually inside here it's quite confined. I've been in a lot more noisier cars which aren't as conserved. So in here it's not too bad at all. You can hear a slight bit of wind on like the wing mirrors, but actually considering the box, considering it's so boxy, the wind isn't that bad at all. Another thing which he asked was about how good the air conditioning is. It's a summer's day here. Well, it's not really summer, but it's hot like a summer's day in England. If I turn on the cool air now, the fans are either side, and it soon cools up very quickly in here, and I have to often find myself adjusting this slightly to the warmer side. I understand in the States it's going to be a lot warmer. Also you've got these fans back here which helps any passengers in the rear, and you've got these which allow outside air in, and it's lovely and cold. And yeah, it's absolute pleasure for motorway driving. Another thing, I heard that these had like some serious roll issues, like when you're going around corners at speed. However, I think in the States should probably be alright, because a lot of the roads are quite straight. However, here I'm going around a corner at about 70, no signs of roll whatsoever. I take this on the country roads. In the UK, the national speed limit is 60. I often put this around a corner at 60, and it just feels like a box which is absolutely glued to the road. It's an absolute pleasurable drive. I was actually concerned that, you know, it's going to be a very rocky drive. Let's put it like a Defender. I know I sort of slagged off Defenders on my last video. I've got nothing against them whatsoever. I also think they're brilliant cars. However, this is very, very refined to drive, and for a 30-year-old car. Now, I went on Facebook earlier and messaged my G-Wagon friends who have got similar G-Wagons, some even older, and they said also that the G-Wagon's very smooth drive. Now, I spoke to one of them and he said one thing, if it does feel a bit rocky, then something you may need to consider purchasing is your new bushers and some new suspension components. However, I think this one's been kicked out by the previous owner. Again, this hasn't got aircon, but it honestly feels like it has got aircon. I'm pleasantly surprised, and it's one of them where I don't know if the previous owner had it. I don't think he's had it upgraded, but maybe renewed. Another thing which is quite good about this, if you're going on a motorway drive, you may have quite a lot of luggage. Now this is a short wheelbase, and the boot is not massive, but it's quite tall, so you've got a lot of room in there. And also you can put the seats down with a click of a button. One, literally tiny little lever, you pull it, whole thing falls down. It doesn't fall flush, which is a slightly problem. I think actually the better your seats are reconditioned, the less flush you get and the less boot space. So I'm quite lucky that my seats are quite really reconditioned, lovely. But then that sort of does affect the way that the back seats fold down. But yeah, I think it's an absolute fantastic car to drive. So I've done my normal country road review, I've done my motorway review. The next review I'm going to do is the off-road, which obviously is going to perform. The G-Wagon is named after an off-road vehicle in German, and I'm also going to do a video on how to work the differentials. So thanks again for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe for more videos on the G-Wagon and the Spitfire, how-to videos and stuff like that. It really helps us beginner YouTubers stay safe with COVID-19 and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you soon.